Hi, I am Diana Achieng, a Kenyan by birth, and I'm a lawyer by profession. I learned about the Kectil program via the Strathmore University platform, which provides a big platform for opportunities for young leaders like us.
My name is Victor Peter Obare from Nairobi, Kenya. I'm a Kectil 2018 participant or colleague or a member. I'm actually at the Nairobi conference, which is at Strathmore University. I can tell you for sure it's a very awesome experience right here. I've met people from all over the world, all the way from the United States, all the way to Guyana. I've also met great people from Brazil. I've had a very interactive moment of learning, and I can say for sure it's a very awesome experience. It's one of a kind, and I can say that Kectil actually has done it big, especially for the youths.
My name is Paul Abok. I am from Nairobi, Kenya. I found out about Kectil from a good friend of mine who is a youth representative to the Kectil Advisory Board, Gogoni Nyabade. The Kectil program has been an amazing experience. I was in the 2017 cohort and now I'm in the 2018 cohort. It's been a good leadership elevation platform for me. I have a background of being a student leader, so this was an exposure to learn more and be better on my leadership skills.
My name is Were Boniface Okunyanyi. I'm a Kenyan citizen and I'm from Western Kenya. But currently I am studying in Nairobi. Nairobi, that is the capital city of Kenya. And I'm doing my advocates training program. That's a program that comes after you have finished your LLB degree. That is the Bachelor's of Law. I can just again say that I can thank Sherry as the founder for this noble dream that she had, and for actually putting it in place, for making it a reality to actually be of existence. Like today we are standing here because of her decision to put up Kectil. One day I was on my way from school, and in the bus I sat next to a guy called Raymond Dunga. Raymond Dunga told me about Kectil, and he was wearing a hood. It was written Kectil. It was a white hood written Kectil, and I was curious to ask where he bought it because I loved the name and the hood was looking good on him. So I asked, can I get a hood like this? And he said, yes, you can get a hood like this, but you're gonna have to attend a certain program called the Kectil program, foundation for Malma Knowles Family Foundation. Yes, so we had a lengthy conversation in the vehicle, and he told me about how Kectil has helped him, and I got intrigued and interested, and I became curious. So we exchanged phone numbers, and I told him that I want to enroll. I want to get to know more about Kectil program, and if possible, if I can get help the way he was helped.
My name is Bright Star Kasioka. I'm 19 years old. I'm a student at Maseno University and a student leader and the current youth governor in Kitui County.
My name is Mugabi Patsy. I am from Uganda. I found out about the Kectil program from my cousin Nantale Sanyu.
Oh, I found out about Kectil from a friend called Buya Mukonzo, who had been referred by Gogoni. So she just called me. She's been like my mentor. So she told me there's this program that Gogoni has told me about called Kectil, and she referred me to it. So I applied.
I think very highly of the program. First of all, I'm very glad and honored I got to attend the Nairobi conference, which has been a platform for networking. I met Cheryl Knowles, who is the CEO and founder of Kectil program, alongside Dr. McLean and Dr. Snowy. I really think that if such programs were implemented into youths at an early age, youths would be more empowered than what they are right now. We'd face more solutions than problems that we have ongoing currently.
As of today, and of yesterday too, I have met great people. I have been spoken to, I have interacted with great minds, and it's fascinating. I must say I am challenged, I am encouraged, I am motivated, and even when I was talking today to Martin Luther King, I felt like one dream come true for me. Yes, so I feel like I should have joined Kectil a long time ago, but now I'm looking forward to do more with them, move forward with them, and perhaps see if I can also help others to join Kectil program.
I can be very categorical and be very confident in saying that before I joined Kectil, and today, right now, where I stand, I can tell you there's a very big and huge difference in my life. Before then, I did not know much of leadership. Before then, I did not know much of maybe togetherness, that is the global coming of people together. But then when I got into Kectil, I've come to realize that there is much about life. Kectil has brought us together. When I participate in the Kectil web portal, I always have a dream of actually seeing these people actually in reality, that is meeting them physically. So on my first day at this Nairobi conference, when I saw Sherry live, I say, wow, this is so great for me. When I met people whom just been maybe talking through the web portal or maybe the email, I say, oh, this is so big for me. So Kectil has taught me a lot of things. Kectil has taught me how to be a successful leader. Kectil has taught me how to stand out in the society. Kectil is actually still teaching me how to do that. And I must say it is one of a kind. It's something so huge in my life, and I must appreciate that. I'm learning each and every day. I learned today. I learned from Judge Michael, one of the most inspirational judges in the United States, about the independence of the judiciary. I never knew about that. I've also learned from Martin Luther King III. I've actually seen him talk. I've seen the spirit in him. I've seen the drive in him. Apart from that, I've learned a lot from the colleagues here at the Nairobi conference. And so I can just say that Kectil has transformed my life. I am not that Victor that I used to be in the 2017, 2016. I am a new Victor. I am a powered Victor, a Victor that is ready to move out and save this world. I am a Victor that is ready to dedicate my life to the entire transformation of this world. So to me, I think I give all the credit to Kectil, and above all, I give all the credit to God Almighty, because actually without Him, we would not have had this great and awesome moment.
There is this old English saying about you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. Now, we are the young ones, and we can learn the new tricks of, integrity, good governance, and that is what we have been acquiring from the conference. And it's been ranging from innovation to business development, how we understand governance structures, to our legal system. These are things that build our capacities, give us information, so that when we go out there, we operate from a point of information. And we're able to make a difference because we understand the loopholes within our structures and our governments. And I think that's what the conference has done to me. And the fact that I've been able to interact with other different young minds from other areas in Africa, other developing countries, it's been an amazing experience to get to know the challenges that they are facing and how unique they are to ours, and how best they are solving them, so that we can copy some of the best practices and initiate them in our own setup.
This is my first time. My experience with Kectil has been amazing. I'm a 2018 Kectil Fellow, and it has been amazing. It has been an amazing journey. For like 1 year doing assignments, submitting them, watching other people's videos, looking at the assignments of other people and learning more about other people's cultures and countries, learning more about leadership.
It has been all kinds of fun. I would do it again and again and again. I like the interactive sessions. I like that it was really mind-blowing, brainstorming local solutions for global impact. I really, really love the program.
The program is changing my life by providing the avenues for the know-how, the leap of faith that you don't know how or when to take. It's providing points of mentorship that actually leads to the leap of faith being taken by the youth. It's building our confidence, teaching us of ways and how we can get to better our education, and even better the education more by venturing into employment and creating jobs instead of just sitting down complaining as the youth. There are no problems and you're not doing anything about it. More than that, the ethics and value that Kectil has emphasized on is something that should be carried into heart by the Kenyan youths, because the youth in Kenya and the situation of moral ethic in the job places or government is not really a good situation.
Kectil has transformed my way of thinking. That's the most important part. It's allowed me to look at issues with a different outlook as an aspiring leader in the country. So I'm able to look at issues more critically and be able to compare what other leaders are doing and put myself in that position at that moment and ask myself, what would I do if I was in that leadership position? It's actually giving me a different outlook on what the world thinks about leadership. What are the changing trends and forms of leadership? And I think that's the most important way that Kectil has been able to impact my life, leadership-wise, and I've been able to interact with amazing people who I've listened to their stories, and their stories have been inspiring. I've heard from Martin Luther King III, sharing Knowles herself, and an amazing lawyer from the United States. Their testimonies are some of the platforms on which I've built my self-confidence and my vision for leadership.
Particularly, I feel Kectil program is a great opportunity for young people, and in my field, particularly for lawyers, if you want to grow your field, if you want to improve in the sector of law, if you want to think big, Kectil is a nice program to help you interact with these great minds, different people who are thinking differently, different fields in law, so that you can improve and even come up with new ideas and not just think like the old lawyers. Yes.
Researching about topics, answering questions, and also now this is the first conference I've attended for Kectil, which has been amazing. Interacting with Sherry, knowing more about her, interacting with the doctor, interacting with a lot of people, and even talking to Martin Luther King Jr. was amazing.
I have gained a lot of knowledge within the 2 days, and I'm going to apply the knowledge. As even yesterday, as I was sitting and we were talking to a certain lady who had started her foundation, I felt like it's something I can also do. I came up with the same idea, and now I am going to write down the business plan and even how to go way forward. I exchanged phone numbers with some great people, and I'm going to talk to them so that I can see how to go about it. Therefore, I have a feeling that through this interaction with Kectil, I am going to go places. Yes.
From different speakers, we've noted that corruption and graft is a major problem, unemployment, poor education and policing, and last of all is the lack of opportunities for the youth. And I really think if programs like Kectil and more programs like this and to come to place to empower the youth, even though the youth won't be educated into university level, they'll be empowered into ways they can further their career, they can further their future by advancing into employment, and most importantly, by having ethics at your cornerstone of everything you do, because it is important and it leads us to greater paths as future leaders.
As a student leader, I've been in many leadership forums before, but what I can say about Kectil program is a bit different, and it's offering something sustainable, because once you attend conferences, no one does a follow-up. But with Kectil, it's a bit different because they give you assignment every month, and you do that assignment and you have to submit it on time. It has actually challenged me as a leader because, sometimes we take things for granted, but now I've learned to plan my time well, and then they are very strict with the time. So if you've not done it on time, you have to ask for more permission, for extension. So it has told me to plan myself and to be disciplined as a leader.
The assignments for starters have helped me to practice my consistency. I've been consistent, I've been on time, and so I think that's one aspect of it. The second aspect would be maybe networking. I feel like my networks have grown because now I have a platform where I can interact with other global change makers without necessarily meeting them face to face, but through the platform. And I really enjoy that.
I'm an aspiring, I want to vie in the future. And I think one thing, we go there, most of these politicians who go there are ignorant because they don't understand about the problems they are going through. Like for one, I know about corruption, but I've never sat down to research about corruption until I was asked a question in Kectil. Unemployment. So Kectil has changed my life in that right now I can relate to the challenges that youths are going through, because I have to go deep in a topic. I know the statistics, I know most of the unemployed people are youths. simply because I'm doing Kectil research programs. So it is changing my life in that it is making more and more informed person who will make wise decisions in future and who knows at depth the problems that are affecting the youth.
I just want to tell anyone listening to this program that Kectil is a nice place to be. Kectil is one of those places where you go, and it's not like other conferences that you go to usually. They do a little different stuff. The way they handle matters is a little different, and the approach is quite good. It's particularly doctored for you, particularly you, the youth. And when you attend it, you're going to be motivated. You will not live the same way you've come. Yes.
I was actually mind blown by the entrepreneurial aspect of it, as well as how they looped very important aspects that affect us youth in a very practical manner to give us a seat at the table.
Africa is a growing continent. We have a huge population of young people. Kenya is one of those continents with a huge population of young people. I think for us to be where we want to be, we have a vision. The mission is what is the journey to get to where we want to be, and that's what we are building by constructing leaders for tomorrow. And I like the fact that the African Union has the Agenda 2063 to look into the future. We have the Sustainable Development Goals for the, 2030 that help us shape our future. So these leadership development programs really prepare us for what is coming, and they prepare us for the positions that we want to influence and impact to build a better tomorrow for a better world.
I just want to thank Cheryl. She is such a kind person. The interaction with her was amazing, and she keeps the same spirit of helping young people in Africa and helping them realize themselves. I want to thank the board members and everyone who is involved in Kectil in one way or the other. The impact will be felt in the long run. In the next 5-10 years, we'll have transformative leaders who will be as a result of Kectil, and we are grateful.
I'd like to say thank you so much to the Kectil team. Thank you so much to Sharon Knowles for this amazing Kectil program. Thank you so much to the entire Kectil Advisory Board for bringing the Kectil program to Nairobi this year. It's been an amazing experience. I can't really wait to interact with this platform further. I'm very grateful, and thank you. Keep up building the next leaders of Africa.
So I must say it's a very awesome experience. It's one of a kind, and I believe that it will never evade out of my memory for the entire life, for my entire life and for my entire existence in the surface of this earth. Is something that I will never forget in my life.
Everyone, when there are 30 things to do before they're 30 years old, should attend a Kectil conference.
Thank you, Kectil. Awesome experience. Pleasure being part of Kectil.